Ranking the best quarterbacks in Madden 23. We are back here with another tier list update. Today we got quarterbacks. Now, right before we do, go ahead and re-rank the old cards and rank the new cards. I do want to go ahead and shout out the comment of the day. Now, let's take a look at the old tier list real quick. And I think there's an interesting spot now. I think there is a new A tier. I still think McNair, Herbert, Ken Stabler, probably Breeze and Vick are still S. But I think Danny Dimes is going to start out this new A tier. And honestly, by the end of the video, Breeze and Vick might come down. But yeah, this is what the tier list is looking like. Now, the first cards we got right here are both Taylor Heineke, and the reason why I have this card and again a duplicate card, they are the exact same stats wise. You're going to notice the card art is different though. Like you can see 90 speed, 97 throw power, good accuracies across the board, and for release has Gen 3. Now on this card right here, he gets everything for like 1 AP, so we're looking at like set feet lead, fearless for 2 AP total, no like hot route master or anything. But however, on this card with the silver card art right here, the abilities get a little bit crazy. He can get dashing Deadeye, no look Deadeye for 0. Really like not like terrible 0 AP abilities, I guess, but not like what we're looking for, right? But he can get fearless, Howard Master, and pass lead elite for 3 AP. And combo that with another tier 3 bucket right here. I think if you run quick draw or if you run the stack of set feet lead and PLE, I think those are two like really smart things to run. Quick draw can basically be like gunslinger when you're under pressure. So to me, he gets the quad stack for 4 AP, has Gen 3 as a release. This might be crazy for y'all, but I am super high on this Taylor Heineke right here. This one, I think, is very just like not really great at this point. He's probably F tier, but this one, call me crazy, but I think he is A tier. I think he is really good. That AP stack is nuts. And if we look at his accuracies, right, like once you hit 90, I really think like they basically all play the same. And he has great throw power as well. And I know he's a 93, and sometimes I get comments like, oh, why is like a 93 over a 99? Well, like his abilities are way better. After that, we got 96 overall Case Keenum, 85 speed, 96 throw power, 95 short, 94 medium, 96 deep, all good accuracies. Also has Gen 2 as a release. Not really too high on Gen 2, but for abilities, he can get Gunslinger for 1, set feet lead for 1, and yeah, he gets that for 2 AP. So to me, he is essentially just as good as that Taylor Heineke, the 93 overall we covered. I don't really think he's too usable. Don't really think he's too good. For me, he is going to go F tier. Right after that, we get Bailey Zappi, 6'1", 87 speed, 94 excel. Really great throw power. Again, great accuracies across the board. Now for his release, again, has Gen 3. And I probably should have said this with Taylor Heineke, but Gen 3 with either like the Heineke stack of like PLE, set feet lead, or PLE and quick draw, I feel like it's not bad. And I really don't think it's bad with Gunslinger either. I actually kind of like it. Now for his abilities, he is someone that can get fearless for 0, set feet lead for 1, and also Gunslinger for 1. I think he is a little bit better than legend Randall Cunningham. Just a little bit better. To me, is he C tier though? I don't think he is C. I think like top into D for me. I could maybe see him C tier. I could see that. I'm gonna go ahead and put him top into D. And after that, we got the card that I could not escape from when I was opening up my Easter eggs. Davis Mills. I swear I pulled this card like 100 times, but he's 6'4", field general arc, decent mobility, 82 speed, 83 excel, obviously not topping at this point, 95 throw power with really great accuracies though, has Gen 3 once again as a release. Now for his abilities, he's someone that can get set feet lead for 2, gunslinger for 1, and fearless for 4. I don't really think he's good. He's somewhat on this like D tier though. Like I think because he can get that quad stack for like 7 AP. Not really ideal though. Not really ideal for Davis Mills. I honestly could see him F tier. Totally could see it. But yeah, for me, he's going to go D. Right after that, we got Dolphins great Ryan Tannehill, 97 overall. He's 6'4" field general, 93 speed, 93 excel, really good mobility stats, 97 throw power, great accuracies, and again has Gen 3 as a release. For his abilities this time, they did this card dirty. First off, not really like great meta abilities for 0 AP, and we're looking at someone that can get like set feet lead for 1 and nothing else. I think this card is awful. I think he is really bad. Just really did not get the abilities that we're looking for. I don't know, like, I swear sometimes the way they release cards makes no sense. For me, he's going F, right by Case Keenum. Right after that, 98 Justin Fields. Now, I believe they actually fixed this card's ability buckets. When I first used him and got a gameplay with him, I believe he was missing one of his buckets. I believe they added another. So, for Justin Fields, he's 6'3" scrambler, 98 speed. What does that mean with the free agent strat card? Again, I believe Sugar Rush strat card is still working right now, but once that leaves and you only have the free agent one left, going to be 99 speed, which is really, really nice. Obviously, I don't think it's the most important thing for a QB, but has great throw power, great accuracies, and he, again, has Gen 3. I think every quarterback besides Case Keenum has had Gen 3 so far. We're looking at someone that can get set feet lead, gunslinger, Howard Master for 3, and can he get fearless at all? He can't get fearless, but I think he is one, he's really fun. 2, I don't mind the card. Again, he just is missing the fearless for me. So for me, he's going to be like kind of by like Randall. So like I'm comparing him to Randall Cunningham, and for me, again, Randall Cunningham really mobile, has Gen 3 as a release. Randall Cunningham was also missing a fearless or Howard Master for the quad stack as well, so I think he's a little bit better than Randall Cunningham, but I think they're on the same tier. I think if you use both of these cards, I think you'll experience like similar things, if that makes sense. Right after that, we get Kenny Pickett. So Kenny Pickett, 6'3" field general, 94 speed, 94 excel, 99 throw power, amazing with great accuracies. They did him so dirty though. I don't know why. Like when they release rookies into this game, a lot of times they just give him Gen 1. This right here makes him, I don't want to say he's unusable, but man, you are playing at a really big disadvantage using Gen 1. I think it's by far and away the worst release in the game. That's usually what Tebow's release is until they changed it, and we'll go over his card later. But for his abilities, he can get set feet lead or pass lead elite or gunslinger right here for 0. He can then get gunslinger and fearless for 2. He's just missing Howard Master. For me, Kenny Pickett is a 1 AP cheaper Brock Purdy. Ooh, I have Brock Purdy F because of how bad this release is. I'm using everyone in C over this card. I don't want to sound crazy. This may be crazy for y'all, but I really do not like this card. I do not like Gen 1, so for me, I'm putting him D tier. After that, we got my guy, Tua. Got a major upgrade, 98 overall, 6 foot height, 95 speed, really mobile, really great throw power, really great accuracies as well. And they gave him Slinger 1, which it's either Slinger 1 or Slinger 3. For short to intermediate throws, Slinger 1, deep balls, Slinger 3. Really depends on your offense what I think is going to be the best quarterback for you watching this video. But for Tua this time, he can get Howard Master, fearless, and also set feet lead for 2, or you could go gunslinger, set feet lead, fearless again for 2. I really like the value. I'm not going to biasly rank this card. I think with how cheap AP is on offense, you can make him work. Because you can run like tight end apprentices, you can run a bunch of apprentices. For me, I am putting him A tier though, and again, it's just because he doesn't get the quad stack for like 3. And for me, this is where Vick gets tough. It's so tough for me. Breeze and Vick, I'm very conflicted on where to put Breeze and Vick, because Breeze getting the quad stack for 4, okay, I can see a mess. But then Vick gets it for 5, but he also is like just insane stats wise. So for me, I'm kind of cool with keeping these two guys in this top tier. So I don't mean to backtrack in overalls, but for some reason, I just didn't have this card on the tier list at first. But we do have Ryan Shazier QB up next. Extremely mobile, 6'1", great throw power, really good accuracies too. Again, once you get over 90, I don't really think you're going to notice a difference. And also has Slinger 3 as a release. Again, we were just talking about Slinger 1 for Slinger 3. Really depends on what offense you run, what I think is better for you. Now for his abilities this time, he is someone that can get gunslinger or fearless in this spot, and he can get Howard Master, set feet lead, and then again either fearless or gunslinger for in total 4 AP. Quad stack for 4 AP, Slinger 3 QB. For me, he is also going like top into this A tier. I don't know if I love this, but this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna drop Breeze and also Vick down, which it might be crazy, but I'll tell you why in a little bit. I'm also going to, I just don't love Taylor Heineke being on this tier as well. And Danny Dimes is a little bit iffy for me as well. Maybe he should drop 2. All right, next up we got Tim Tebow. So Tim Tebow, 6'3", 255 scrambler, great speed, great acceleration, great throw power, great accuracies. Now they changed a lot on this card, especially with his player traits right here. First off, he usually had Gen 1. Talked about how much I hate Gen 1 with Kenny Pickett. He has Slinger 3 now, which again can be argued best release in the game. I don't know if it's just like a feel thing for me, maybe it's just in my head, but I like having throw tight spiral on yes as well. And if we go over to his like even 90 overall Ghost of Mud, he did not have this on yes, so his release got turned into like the worst in the game. Now it's like arguably the best in the game, which is huge. Abilities this time on him, can get Howard Master or fearless right here for 0, pass lead elite for 1, Gunslinger for 1, and again, either Howard Master or Fearless for 1. What does that mean? Quad stack for 3 AP. Now, I do get questions, and I'll try to answer this right now. Pass lead elite for Seffi lead, which one's better? They give the same velocity. Some people are like, oh, PLE's better because when you roll out, it'll like it's still activate and give you the velocity boost. If you treat Seffi lead like roaming Deadeye, and when you're running out the pocket, let go with sprint, it'll activate the same just as PLE. Just get whichever one is cheaper for training, and they will play the exact same way. But another thing on this card is the fact that he gets another discounted spot on top of that. So he's someone that you could run QB Playmaker for 1. You could run Fast Break for 1. You could run Conductor for 1, which I don't mind. For me, I think he is the best QB in the game, just given his AP. Like, non-biasly, I think he is the best right now. In certain offenses, there will be a QB that is better, but Tim Tebow for me, QB1 in the game. And right after that, we got Cam Newton, 6'5", 245, strong arm, 96 speed, 99 excel with great throw power, great accuracies across the board. Has Gen 3 as a release, and for his abilities this time. He can get Fearless, Gunslinger, or Howard Master for 1, Fearless and Gunslinger for 0. And then he can get Seffi lead, Gunslinger, and again, Fearless for 1 AP. So you're looking at someone that can get the quad stack for 4 AP. Which is not bad. It is really, really good. For me, Cam Newton is tough because I think Cam Newton, man, I could see the argument for S. The thing for me is, like, Stabler is what's throwing me off. Like, maybe Stabler should drop as well. But, like, just based on AP, based on everything, I really think Stabler is still here. But Cam Newton, for me, is going to be top end of A. Really, really like the card. And for the last card of the video, we got Joe Montana. So Joe Montana, 6'2", field general, 84 speed, 92 excel, has amazing throw power, amazing accuracies. Release, Slinger 1 release. Again, Slinger 1 for Slinger 3. Can be argued what's the best release in the game. Now, for his abilities this time, he is someone that can get like Howard Master, Fearless, Gunslinger, or Seffi lead right here for 0. Can then get Pass lead elite for 1. And again, Gunslinger, Fearless, or Howard Master. So he is the first Slinger 1 QB to get the quad stack for 3 AP. So to me, the top 2 QBs in the game gonna depend on offense, Tebow or Joe Montana. And yeah, y'all, this is my updated quarterback tier list in Madden 23 Ultimate Team. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And I hope y'all don't think I'm saying like Breeze, Vick, or like Cam are bad. I think they are extremely usable. Literally, Cam right now is my QB6 in the game. Breeze, QB7. Vick, QB8, and a lot of it does depend on your offense. Like, for instance, me running U-trips, my top 3 QBs would be Joe Montana, Drew Brees, Michael Vick, and then Tua. Because I think Slinger 1 is really great in that offense. Now, if you're running like gun tight or tight offset tight end, I think it's like Tebow, McNair, Herbert, Stabler, Ryan Chase. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really depends on your offense. But yeah, I think the new standard for S tier is getting the quad stack or the god stack for 3 AP. But yeah, y'all, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Again, this was based on my opinion. Let me know your thoughts down below. Hopefully y'all did enjoy this video though. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to stay up to date with the best cards in Madden 23. Now, if you want to see me play with some of these cards live, check the links in the description, hit that Twitch with a follow. We've been grinding the streams over there, so I would greatly appreciate that. Now, if you don't feel like heading over to Twitch and you want another video to watch, check this one out right here. A random wheel spin determined my playbook.